Hi, my name is Patrick. This specific video is basically to tell you the 3 mistakes that people do while writing the NMAT exam. So if you look at an NMAT paper, adaptive test like the GMAT, you can't come back to a question. So 36 questions per section, verbal logic quant with a fixed time limit, and it's connected by GMAT. So let's look at the 3 mistakes that people do. First is they try to solve all the questions. Yeah, if you're confident that you're able to solve all the questions, then fine, go ahead and try to solve all the questions. There's no harm in that. But by chance you feel that you cannot solve all the questions, it makes sense to leave some difficult questions between rather than marking all questions in the end. Like you mark all questions anyway in the end, but instead of leaving some easy question in the end, it makes sense to leave some difficult questions in between. Also, when you're leaving a question, there's no point trying to solve and leave it because you're going to waste time in trying to solve. You should be aware that okay, this type of question is tough. Let me leave it. Let me go ahead. For example, in the verbal section, if I'm going to leave, 6, 7, 8 questions in the end, instead of that, I'll leave one complete RC in the beginning. So I'll just sacrifice 4 questions instead of 8 questions in the end. So that helps. When you're leaving, you obviously mark the answer and move forward. But yes, it is very important that you don't try to solve all that question that come into answer. You mark all the questions. I'm not saying solving is same as marking. You have to answer all the questions, mark all the questions. But don't waste time in trying to solve all questions. Because if it's a tough question which you try to solve, you wasted a lot of time, doesn't help. So when you try to solve all questions, then this is why it happens because people know they can't come back. And because you can't come back, you try to solve all questions, you end up trying to solve difficult questions, waste a lot of time, and that is not good, right? So in the end, you don't have time to solve all the questions and you end up marking. And it is possible you end up marking more questions in the end than maybe what time you spend in difficult questions. Okay, this could lower your attempts, proper attempts. You will anyway attempt all the questions because there is no negative mark, but this will lower your proper attempts and your marks. Also in GMAT exam, it's very important that you mark all the questions which are there. Second is spending too much time on a question. Again, the same. Because you can't come back to a question, people are hesitant to leave a question. So they tend to leave a question. Remember, NMAT is a speed-based exam. So you need to be fast. You can't spend too much time on a question. Because the moment you spend too much time on a question, you will end up sacrificing that time that you could have spent in maybe 2 or 3 more questions. So it's important to skip difficult questions so that you can solve more questions. Very important. Okay. Also, avoid having ego issues, which normally happens if you're good at a section. You feel you're good at maths, or you feel you're good at a particular topic that comes. Let's say number systems. You say, no, this is my strong area. I have to get an answer. But the question is difficult. There's no point spending too much time on a difficult question. Not getting it, leave it, move ahead. Very clear on that aspect. So don't spend too much time on a question. If you're not getting the answer, mark something and move forward. That's very important. Okay, learn to leave question that are tough or that takes long time. Next, following these 2 is not following a strategy. So if I don't know the strategy, I'll end up trying to solve all the paper and I'll end up wasting a lot of time on questions that are difficult and that will ruin my entire paper. So it's very important to follow a strategy. Okay, so need to understand how many questions you can solve. So I write a mock, I realize I can solve only 24 questions and there are 36 questions. So I'm anyway going to leave 12 questions. So check, is there some type of question in between I can leave so that I can end up solving more questions? Maybe if I leave 2 RCs, I'll end up solving all the questions. So maybe 8 questions I leave instead of the 12 questions. Just saying, have a plan. So in that case, in the exam, I'll skip 2 RCs without reading the passage and that could maybe help to solve more questions. Same with the other sections. Plan your papers. See how the paper is. Okay. Will help you leave questions that are lengthy or tough. Ensure that you leave that are lengthy or tough. Don't try to solve all questions wasting your time. In any aptitude exam, it's very important to plan your time in the paper. Know exactly how many and what type of questions that come. Okay. And what type of questions you leave. So if you exactly know what type of questions you leave, you will not end up wasting a lot of time on those questions. Okay, that could really help you to plan your strategy. I hope that helps. Ensure you write enough mocks so that you can plan your paper properly. You understand the paper pattern and you understand which questions you leave. If you understand that, that will help you a long way to get more marks in the exam. Thank you.